Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the World of Astaria, the ongoing Dungeons & Dragons stream here on the Gamehouse Twitch page and the Cast Iron YouTube channel. My name's Chandler Angle, I'm your DM, your host, and the guy who's incredibly tired. So, hopefully I can put on a good show for everybody. I'd like to welcome back for this very special edition of the World of Astaria my wonderful players. We have, first time getting first billing, Rob as Revan.
Yes! I'm so excited to finally have top billing.
We have Marie as Mina.
Hi!
And we have Zach as Vanith.
Hey.
Now, I say that, when in actuality, those characters aren't going to be showing up for this stream. Who we are going to be seeing is Rob as Rurbag, R-U-R-B-A-G. We'll have Mina as...
Okay.
Oh, of course, all the last five I see on this thing end in bag. Okay, we'll have Mina as Azulu, or Azul, U-Z-U-L, and Zach as Worthger.
Yo.
Now, for everyone watching right now, what are these names? What do they mean? Well, we have a very special event where instead of the normal, the normal crew, coming back from their fight on the farm, instead we join a very different crew in a very different part of Astaria. We have a group of orcs that have been tasked to go out and reclaim a treasure that was stolen from your tribe in this special one-shot, The Treasure of Bolthyme. The story is, an adventurer, a treasure hunter more likely, rolled through their village in the dead of the night, only the chieftain seeing him steal their most precious items, which is all the chief's gold, which was amounting to about, probably, I had it written down, 600 gold. It's not the richest tribe on the mountain, but, they're orcs, they don't really care, they're wild orcs, they don't care for money, they don't care for riches or comfort or cleanliness.
They're domesticated orcs?
No, they're wild orcs. They live in the wilds, they live on a mountain, they're very,
feral,
very, very rugged. We see them approaching the town with the simple goals: find this asshole who stole from us, figure out where you put the treasure, return the treasure, and don't get spotted.
Easy.
All right.
Easy money.
Yeah.
So, your goal...
We're making money
Good
right now.
stuff.
And we convinced this king to give us half of it, right?
Well,
Our
it's
chief.
more the fact that you're serving the orc chief, because he's the chief.
Yeah, it's
Fair
for our
enough.
community. It's for all of us, okay?
The chief is my dad. The chief is my dad.
Yeah, he's probably all your dad, to be honest. I mean, it's orcs.
Ew.
Oh, man.
All right,
fun.
brothers.
Okay, so the stipulation is to try and make your way into the town without causing too much of a ruckus and get the job done. So,
Wait, we
I
can't
don't
just
know
kill
about that.
everyone?
no.
How do we kill everyone?
You see, the idea was that if you kill everybody, then another group of people will come and try and kill all of you. So, doing this as
Yeah, we can
peacefully as
take it.
possible.
Hey, if we beat them, then we can beat anybody.
Okay, Mr. Bard.
Yeah.
Sing us the song of our people.
I probably should have actually also wrote your guys'
yeah.
names out.
Give me a time for that. Wait, when are we actually in these characters? Are we starting?
We're
yet, or
starting
what?
now, as you guys are approaching very far from the village. Like, you're kind of, once again, in the classic way of saying you guys are kind of shrouded by an actual landscape. It's just turned to nighttime, and you're approaching this town as it's, as you see, give me a quick perception roll. Also, I'll write people's names down. Gotta immediately retcon your names, because I can't remember the one I said for Rob.
It was Rurbag.
Bag.
R-U-R-B-A-G.
Ah,
I believe. Rurbag.
it's good enough for me.
Ugh. Gross number.
13.
I'm not
Ooh.
pleased by this.
Zach was is. Oh. Alright, there are the names. So, okay, once again, Mina getting the highest rolls here. So, Mina,
Hell yeah.
you notice your
Yes.
two orcish comrades are kind of, one of them's, being pretty perceptive, actually looking at the town. The other one's kind of staring off back into the direction you came from, thinking that it's pretty clear, until
Singing a
you
merry
turn him
song.
around. You do
Alright,
notice that
robot.
the
Yes.
La 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 la. La la
Pay
la.
attention, motherfucker.
La 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 la. La la.
Such a stupid bitch. Alright, let's go.
The song
So-
of my people.
I was gonna say, you notice that the town has a bit of a small stone wall around it. A couple of guards patrolling around for some reason, and you, with almost a critical roll, you remember the fact that the idea was to not cause a lot of trouble. So the three ways you see are kind of a forested way in through what it seems to be like some sort of park. There's the main bridge that leads in, and you kind of see downriver some sort of large pipe that's that has more, let's say, water coming out of it into the river.
Yes.
A park. Can we
All
go on the swing
La
set?
la la. La 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 la.
Okay,
La, la.
so... What weapons do I have?
Shit. Let's go ahead and say you would have. I need to frantically look for a weapon. Let's go ahead and say you would have like short swords or a club, like whichever you'd actually prefer. Like
Nice.
basic weapons, but they're good enough to get the job done.
Yeah, so no ranged weapons or anything.
I'll say you have like bags of rocks. Like you'd throw a rock and that'd do probably like 2d4 damage.
Okay, alright. Okay, so let's go check out that pipe. And,
Heck yeah.
see if we can sneak in there.
All right,
Oh, I
so
love
Hold your breath, okay?
you all make your way downriver.
We're used to shit though. We're orcs.
Yeah,
In
I
the
mean,
wild.
you wallow in it all day, every day, you disgusting pieces of shit.
As you all walk, you talk about how you
Breathe, he's
discuss.
such a bitch.
I love my family.
Alright, so you guys don't really have much of a problem getting through the river. Like, it gets about, like, waist deep for a bit, but you manage to get to the other side no problem, because you're all pretty strong orcs. So, you
Yeah, we are.
clamber up the riverway, up to this very large pipe kind of coming partially out of the ground and from the riverbank. And you deduce from its smell and its sort of, like, just, precarious position next to a river, it's a sewer pipe. It's large enough for you all to three fit in, a little cramped, but this is definitely a way into the town.
Hell
Alright.
yeah.
Perfect. Alright, is there any sort of, like, grate or anything that we need to break through to get through?
Yes, there is at least, there's a couple of bars, but I'm sure one of you would be able to just rip them off.
Let's rip
Okay.
the bars.
I will sing some bardic inspiration as you
Yes.
rip them off. La la la. La la la. La 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 la.
Your voice is so amazing. Wow.
Okay,
that's
so
fine.
as
I'm fine with that.
as Rubag begins to sing, Azul, you begin to pull, and unfortunately, a gust of, let's say water, emerges from the pipe and hits you in the face.
Ah, smells like home.
It's
Alright.
okay, sister. It is my. I will bend the bars.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go wash off in the
Let's
fucking water.
Fire you. La 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 la.
Ah, my favorite song. My favorite bar bending song.
Oh yeah, Warthog, you hear this song and you're just like, that's my jam. You just like a bodybuilder ripping a book apart. You just bend those bars, no problem.
That's what we do.
Now then,
Alright.
as Azul washes her face in the river, you all begin to clamber into the sewer pipe.
Ooh,
So,
clamber.
as you make your way in.
way to go to the sewer pipe.
Oh yeah. Now then, I'm gonna need dexterity checks from everybody.
Dex checks. All right. That's a 14.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
I forgive you.
I will never forgive you.
All my rolls are so much like.
I forgive you a little less.
All right.
There we
So, you all begin
I'm a bard.
managing,
Much
I'm
better.
not-
making your way through the
Dexterous.
underground. You're, it's pretty cramped. You're not exactly crouched or hunched over, but you do gotta, suck in your body a little bit as you're kind of like crawling through pipes, Shawshanking your way. As you get deeper and deeper into this dark tunnel or sewer, I have you, a gush of more, let's say, water comes past. The first two orcs managing to, bear themselves in and hold on. However, Rubag, you are then pushed out of the pipe and into the river. As you guys,
La, la, la.
That's it, brother.
Sing
Keep
as I
singing.
Fall out.
yep.
I say, don't worry about me. I will go into the town and distract the people with my beautiful singing as you go and get.
Okay.
Good plan,
Perfect.
brother.
All of
Okay.
them are gonna kill themselves. This is perfect.
All right. So we now have a split party situation. Okay, so I'll move Rubag in a minute. Azul and Warthog, go ahead and make me another dex check.
Another dex check.
Yes. This time, all right. Okay. Azul, you get even further into the tunnel this time. You get pretty far as you are kind of approaching as you're still underground. Warthog, you were kind of like held in place for a bit as unfortunately you get a little stuck. You're a little
Oh no.
you just,
My
decent
muscles are too big.
yeah, muscles. A decent strength check
Wrong
will probably
character.
get you unlodged.
Orcs are big.
Yeah, they are. I drew these guys to be muscular. Okay, so before I have these two do any checks, Rubag, you said you're heading to the bridge to just walk in.
Yes, I am.
All right.
Attaboy.
So without washing or cleaning yourself,
After I
you
clean myself
Get on,
off.
brother.
okay?
Yes, after I clean myself off.
So I won't make you do any
I
checks.
don't know.
So
I feel like the shit would add a lot.
all right, let me just get.
Well, then they would
to
only
your
see me as a
performance.
poor beggar, not as this beautiful singer that I am.
Got it. I
Now,
see your
unfortunately, I
strategy.
don't have the right color guards for this country, but these will have to do. There we go, they spawned in. So, Ermac, whatever your name was, you
Name is Roarbag.
Roarbag.
Thank you very much.
That's it.
Speak it loud and proud.
So you wash up in the river. You're not familiar with cleaning yourself, but you believe you got most of the grime out, and you jauntily pick yourself up and stride up the river. As you see two guards just at the bridge. What would you do?
Good sirs or madams, I am here. Roarbag, the beautiful voiced, to come and sing for the people of this fine town.
Well, all right. Don't get too many orcs, or at least wild orcs. If you'd like to come in, you'll
I
have-
have investigated, thank you very much.
Oh, apologies. You wear some of the same garments of the wild orcs around here. I guess that's on us for assuming. He nudges the other guy. He's like, all right, you like to come in, you'll have to get checked and leave any type of dangerous items here.
The only items I need are my voice.
All right.
And your guitar.
So let's go ahead and
And
roll.
Guitar.
Now let's go ahead and roll 1d100 to see if anything is taken from you.
Okay, I can do that.
Got 100 items. We're gonna see how many of those 100 items they take.
All right, actually with a roll 91. Oh, I was rolling the d100 for the guards.
Oh, well. Then we'll take yours, because it's even better.
All right.
Maybe.
I'll say the 13 is you're squirming around a lot just because of the fact that you're nervous, which then makes them search more thoroughly. However, by the fact that all they find is like just a bunch of handmade instruments that don't look like they work properly, they're like, I guess he's fine to go through. All right, but no if you cause any trouble.
Oh god.
No worries, but no if you cause any trouble.
No, I'm just here to, you know, bestow my beautiful voice amongst the people and maybe make a wee bit of coin.
Fair enough. All right, let him in. And the other guard kind of like, I mean, it's not really like this. It's just a really well-off town, so pretty much they just open a gate and let you through, as you, surprisingly, make your way through the town. Anyways, back to.
What a great day this is. Praise the orc god.
All right. So, Worthger, go ahead and roll me a strength check to see if you get out of the tunnel.
Strength check. That I can do for you. They
Oh
roll
yeah.
17.
You get hit in the face by a few streams, and that actually helps you lodge yourself loose as you Aquaman yourself forward through the tunnel, catching up. Now you guys can go ahead and make dexterity checks for the last leg of this journey through the sewer.
All right, that's better than last time.
Oh god.
All right, so Azul, you somehow managed to get passed up by your larger orc brethren as he kind of clambers around you, and
The clamber.
as he clambers, he kind of pushes your face down into the sewer. I'm going to say for the sake of brevity, you both managed to get out. However, you stink worse of the sewer than he does, but you both are just reek
I extend
terribly.
a hand to help her out of the sewer.
Right.
Alright.
Soul.
So
God.
you guys pull yourselves up towards what seems like light, and you find yourselves at this kind of mill. It seems this is where the town dumps their waste. For the most part, you just sort of get up, you brush yourselves off as best you can. You don't really mind the smell, because, again, you're wild orcs. Nothing really, like, your noses are built for horrible scents. But,
They're just there to be part of our facial structure. They don't actually work.
Yeah, they're there for aesthetics.
okay. So, part one, you're all successfully in the town.
Booyah.
Yay!
Now, for the next part of your mission was to figure out where this supposed treasure hunter went off to. The best thing your chieftain could tell you was that he was an elf with red hair. And the idea now is for you to have a look about this town. It's night, but there's plenty of people out. It's probably going to be easier for one of you to actually get someone to stop and talk to you, but, you're all free to investigate.
Okay.
Can I climb the tower? The windmill?
If you... I mean,
And
sure,
look
you
from there, see
can.
if I see anyone with red hair.
Alright.
Alright, do I find anything?
Yeah.
Perhaps a stage to perform?
I'll say I'll say rear bag. You do find somebody. However, I want to see how this climbing of the tower goes. Roll me an athletic check.
What am I rolling?
Athletics,
Athletics.
which is just let's go with strength for simplicity. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that's how it works.
All right.
7. You begin to climb the
Made it up
tower.
for sure.
You're the rogue. Like, you're the guy who supposedly landed on his feet pretty quick. Maybe not quick with the wit, because the whole idea was to be conspicuous as you got into the town. But You start climbing up, and immediately a couple guards see you. Like, hey, stop that! What are you doing? Get down from there! As they're
I
now.
just wanted to see a beautiful town.
The guard is now making his way over. All right, we'll have that interaction in a minute, but
Wait, am I able to see him or them?
no, you were like they came in an opposite part of the town from you. Like they
Okay, I
entered
didn't
in
know
the
if I
back.
could see them from the distance.
No, not yet. But I'll
I'm
say.
gonna like.
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm gonna like dart into the shadows or something since a guard's making his way over.
All right, go ahead and make me a stealth check.
A warrior, not a rogue.
That's me.
Well, obviously he's failing at his job.
Right, the rogue just got spotted.
Which stat would it be?
Let's go
He
with
didn't try something stealthy.
let's go with Dex.
Well, I did slightly better. Not great.
I'm gonna roll a perception check for the guard. Okay, so the guard only just noticed you dart around like the alleys around the kind of mill. You do get away, but the guard is just like, what's going on? You get down from there. You tell me what you and your friend are doing here right now.
I'm new to the town and I just wanted to see if I could climb this tower thing and get a better view of what the whole thing looked like, because no one would show me their map.
Roll me charisma.
Charisma.
Oh.
Nope. It's 5.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Damn.
Get down from there. Would you?
I climb back down.
Okay, now look. You said you're new to the town, right?
Yeah.
Alright, now look. I don't want any trouble. There's only one of me and there's only one of you. I'm gonna ask you, don't do anything like that again. Give me some coppers and I'll let you go on your way.
How much copper do I have in my inventory?
Roll me a d4.
I got a 2.
You take out 2 copper from your loincloth. As the guard, I'm now going to go ahead and roll just a cool check to see if he's willing to still take the money.
Oh god.
He's like, oh god, okay, no, put those away. Don't spend those at all. Just look. Don't climb on anything. Don't do anything.
Oh.
I'll have everyone
Yes,
keeping their eyes
sir.
out for you, but just don't act up, alright?
No more climbing.
Alright. Alright, now be on your way. Also, what the hell
He
is...
says in quotations.
Yes. Also, why did your friend run off? What is she doing?
I don't know. She doesn't like me very much. She probably smelled my copper.
I mean, you...
Is that what we call it? Phrasing? Phrasing anyone?
It's the first one of the night. So the guard is pretty much just like, he's now alerted to your presence, as are the other 2 at the front gate, but pretty much she's letting you go with a warning. Don't do anything, and he's now on alert.
Okay.
Alright, now, keep saying them with normal names. I'm gonna just quickly take a picture of the 3 names I've made. Because I'm such a shitty D.
Zool.
Yes. We got Rurbag, Azul, and Wartag. Or Warturg. Anyways, so, Azul, you have just ducked behind this house.
Yes.
It seems there are people inside. You're pretty much just hanging out there. What do you do?
I am going to look into the window and see if I can see that bastard.
Alright, so...
Red hair.
Alright, so you peer up into this village house, and what you see is just a couple of humans. One big one that looks like a guy, another big one that looks like a woman, and then a really tiny one that looks pretty delicious. They all three
Yeah.
they all three get a whiff of something. It's like, oh god, what smells like shit?
They live by the dumpster.
I know, but like it's not usually right next to their window. As the big guy is gonna go ahead and roll a perception check. Can you roll me a stealth check?
Good.
See if you can beat 15.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going so well, guys. Ho, 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 ho.
So, the male human standing in this house says, "Oh, smells like shit!" And he sees your big, toothy mob at the windowsill, just sort of mad dogging all three of them. He's like, oh, there's an orc! Someone get the guards! There's an orc peering at our house! As, I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, no, I'm gonna roll him a cool check. Let's give him one cool check. Okay, no, he's not that concerned. He's like, oh, what are you doing? Get out of here! Stop looking at me and my family.
Sorry.
What are you doing?
Have you seen an elf with red hair?
Yeah, there's lots of them.
You're saying this to them from their fucking window.
yes, I am.
My neighbor's an elf with.
Okay.
My neighbor's an elf with red hair.
Okay,
Holy
cool.
shit.
What are you doing? Get out
what,
of
your
here!
neighbors?
Yes, my neighbor. Go bother
okay,
him.
got it. All right.
And as
Okay,
you,
got it. Which
as you-
direction? Which? Wait, sir. Which way am I going?
this always happens at dinner. Look, you see that house right there? You see that house right there? It's that one.
Got it. I'll go there.
Oh,
Thank you, sir.
all right. Don't do that again. Next time, knock. And also, get a shower in. You stink of shit.
I know. I was next to my brother,
It's the
and
copper.
you could not believe how disgusting he smells.
He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't want to be rude, but he's
I
also
walked
trying
away.
to. He's closing the window, and you're just standing there still. So you walk away. All right, so.
Yep.
All right,
Good.
so Rob, it's now your turn, and with your roll of a 13, you bump into like a dwarven man. He looks like he's pretty, well versed around the town. He looks like he's been working. What do you do?
Oh, sir. I'm looking for a place to perform. I am very much a orcish performer, and most people never see something like that. So, my goal is to show them some of the culture of my people.
I say, that's quite an oddity, boy. Good stage. Not much of a music man myself, but I'd say you'd want to head to the more livelier district, just right over that way. Just right over there. What? This is quite an odd thing indeed.
As well, I am a traveling bard, so I must go places, to sing about my people and tell stories of the orcish people. I'm probably the first of my kind. Probably.
I don't know what to say. I don't know whether to be over or underwhelmed. But as long as you're not doing any type of speaking,
I don't
you're just...
understand why you'd be underwhelmed. I mean, I'm the best looking motherfucker you've ever seen. Look at
Sonny,
me.
Sonny, there's a... I don't know what that is on your shoulder, but it looks pretty naked. Like, it looks awful. Like, it looks you hunted that thing about 15 years ago and never washed it.
No. I just found it and cleaned it myself. I'm just terrible at it.
Right. Well, you know what? I wanted to point, so I'll walk with you. Here, come this way. It's right this way. And he starts kind of like leading you towards the district. And he is going to point you to a bar. It's not going to be one he's going to, but he's at least going to point you in the right direction.
Thank you, kind dwarven little man.
Right. No problem. Alright, so, with that, one of you has a lead. The other two, or at least, no, two of you have leads, and the other one has alerted another guard to your situation.
Yep, good job.
Woo!
Alright, so,
Wonder who that was.
so, Wurtger, you're up. And I'd say you now see, you'd see Azul coming around back from the back of those houses.
I go over by her and
Alright.
ask what she has learned.
Alright, so you head on over.
Okay, so Let's go check out this house. There might be an elf guy with red hair in it. So, my
I'll sneak up
strategy
to the
seemed to
window.
work,
I'll
which is
sneak up.
yeah, just like walk up to the window and look in. They seem to be really friendly.
I'll sneak up to that window.
Good plan.
As a rogue, what do I do? Is dexterity for stealth? Yes.
I mean, yeah, it would be dexterity. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check if you really want to sneak up to the window.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay.
Oh shit.
He's the rogue for a reason, ladies and
Sorry.
gentlemen. So,
I'm like walking over to the window, like under my breath, muttering like the Pink Panther theme.
yes,
Da-da,
you're staying light on your tippy toes.
da-da.
You sashay up to the back of this up to the back of this house, and you pop the windows open very, very, not too wide open, but you pop them open, and go and give me a perception check.
Perception check.
I love the fact that he's physically opening the windows.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That is
It's the only way
perception
to
roll
figure
of
things out.
8.
All right, so you pop you don't pop them open. You stealthily pull them open and peer one of your big old orc eyes inside, and your orc eyes see what appears to be an elf with red hair. You're not sure if it matches the description your chieftain gave you. You don't fully remember the description your chieftain gave you, but based off what you remember, that right there is an elf with red hair.
Brother, what do we do?
I mean, we gotta kill him, right?
I mean, you ain't wrong. Alright.
Can I use my sneak attack?
I mean, do you want to try and get in the house first?
Self.
Like, you're still...
Oh.
Like, you...
Kill an innocent person? Do we even know? We need to find out where the treasure's at.
Is anyone really innocent in the world?
Ask the wild
He's
orc.
right.
Apparently not.
So,
right.
Cold-hearted bastard.
We gotta kill him.
if you...
We gotta kill him.
You go ahead
What
and
if-
make a
is this
dex
elf-
check
is this
to...
elf attractive? What if it's a girl? I might want to
Wrong
talk
character. Wrong character.
What
Did
check am I
not-
doing?
Um,
What check am I doing?
Because you're trying to sneak into the house, right? Through the window?
Well, I've got a thing for sneak attack, but I don't know what.
Well,
it
yeah,
does. I
but
just wanna-
the idea is you're still outside the house.
Oh, okay.
Like,
But
you
the
haven't
windows
entered.
are open.
Right, you've popped the window open a little, and if you
Pop
want to
the
get in
window
there,
open.
you're gonna have to make a really good stealth roll.
I absolutely want to get in.
Alright.
Let's go for it.
3. So, as I said, you had stealthily opened the window. Pretty good for a rogue. But then, after seeing the figure of what appears to be an elf, you, just bad guy at a saloon, just push your arms through the two windows like you're opening those old-timey doors, and you just, your big old orcish head goes in after with your teeth bared. And the elf turns
Howdy,
around.
partner.
She, the elven woman in this house, screams like, "Ah!" As now more guards are coming after the sound of 2 screams.
No, that's fine.
There we go. As
I know exactly what I'm going to tell the guards. Don't
a
worry.
familiar armored
okay,
face
got it.
approaches,
I'm a
like,
little worried, if I'm being honest.
"Oh, not you again! What are you
We
doing?"
got this.
Okay, I know what it looks like, guys, after last time, but I promise I was walking and I was talking to my friend over here, and she tripped
Sure.
me, and I stumbled with my large orc legs and just burst through this woman's windows accidentally.
Give me a charisma. No advantage, no disadvantage. Just give me a straight
I
charisma.
shove him.
Oh, let's go.
No. I shove him to the ground to demonstrate how easy it is to trip him.
All right, give me a
Gotta
strength
give him
check.
advantage.
Give me a strength
+3
check.
strength, motherfucker. Let's go.
Push me so that I may have advantage.
For real. Oh my god.
Damn it.
So you get
You're
next to
ruining
him
it. I'm
and
the
This
only
shove
one
him.
who
that time I was expecting it. Anyways,
You guys are idiots.
see, look, it's exactly
Come
what
on.
happened.
So the guard looks at you and he looks at his friend, and his friend pretty much steps forward. Now look, he just told me there was an orc trying to climb buildings, so I guess you have a thing for architecture. Stop touching the
Love
buildings.
it. Well, he does. I don't give a fuck,
I would love.
but he
I
really
applied
loves
to the
it.
college, but they denied me because I was an orc.
That's racist.
It is.
I don't know what college you're talking about. There isn't a college within miles of here. But,
Yeah, it was very far away.
granted, please, don't harass any more people in their homes, and don't climb on any more buildings. Like, what are you two doing here? What the fuck is going on?
Man,
We're trying
I'm
to
sorry that
culture
I fell
ourselves.
into your window.
The woman
We're
is
really
kind of
just trying
like...
to culture ourselves.
The woman did run out of her house and go to her neighbor's house, so she's good. She's like, she went to strength in numbers. But you do poke it and say that to no one being there.
Well, at least I tried to be a nice guy.
Right, okay. Just don't do it again.
Actually, guards.
What? Yes. What can we do?
Help us. We're looking for a red-haired elf man. We have a hard time distinguishing between the different species and stuff. Like, we're stupid orcs, and this poor red-haired elf woman was accidentally mistaken for a man that we're looking for. We don't know his name. We don't really know anything about him.
Other
But-
than he punched my
Why are
mom
you
in the
saying
face.
that?
He
Why are
punched
you
my
saying
mom.
that? You're giving it away. You just
Go
told them.
away. You're not here. You're not here.
All right.
You're
all
not
right.
here. I can't hear
Zach, will
you.
Speak some sense into her, please.
Yes. Guards, this red-haired elf man punched my mother in the face, and I need to have a word with it.
It sounds like you're trying to cause trouble there, kid.
No. I just need to speak with this man and ask why he punched my mother in the face.
So the guards
If you
look
could
at...
help us find him, wait. If you can help us find him, we don't have to disturb anyone else in this village. You can help us find him. You can even supervise while we talk to this guy. Okay?
So
How's that sound?
the two guards look at each other. I'm gonna roll just roll basically
I'll
a
throw in
collective
some
thought.
copper.
And I'll roll with advantage. I'll roll with
Some
advantage
copper.
because you guys are being fairly genuine about most of what you're doing. Okay. Okay.
20.
So the two guards look at each other. They look back to you two and say, "Now, please understand a little bit of skepticism from us. We don't usually hear of wild orcs settling things with words, but if you'd like, my associate can help you to find this wild elf. And if you're willing to peacefully speak to him,
Absolutely.
we're happy to help."
Of course.
Now, I'm trying to think, because most of our elven, most of the people who live here that are wild, or most of the people who live here that are elves, have indeed gone on a bit of a pilgrimage. There is one that I can think of immediately, other than the woman you just broke her house into. I
didn't
think...
mean to.
If
We
I
really
knew how to
didn't.
write, I would write her an I'm sorry note.
Didn't you say you tried to go to a college?
I tried.
Okay, fair enough. That one's on me. Didn't you see the two guards kind of start doing something? It's like, didn't you see a guy like a wood elf over at the bars a couple days ago? I was like, yeah, I think I did. Yeah, all right, you two follow me. But
Okay, thank you.
he then leans into his guard friend, whispers something, and then the other one heads back to where he was.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, all right, you two follow me this way.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. So, you're all walking, and the two of you do spot your third brethren walking with a dwarf.
Hey, how's it going?
fuck are you?
What?
Brother, sing us the song of
Dwarf
the
man,
people.
I have no idea who these people are. Will you please let me go perform in this place while they... I don't know. They are.
Alright,
I would not be associated with such mild beings.
Brother. Rurbag, how dare you?
My name is not Rurbag. My name is Rarebag.
Right.
You know I have a speech impediment. That's why they didn't let me in.
The guard and the
That's why they
dwarf.
didn't let you into college.
The guard and the dwarf just exchanged confused looks, and the guard himself is wearing a helmet that still looks confused. The dwarf looks to you, Rurbag, and says, "Right, son. Well, that bar is the one I was going to point you at, right over there. I'm going to a different one.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. You have.
Sure you don't want to come hear me sing?
He has a lovely voice.
I appreciate that. I'm
Then
just.
no, you weird fuck.
I mean, I don't mean to question you, but the guy's wearing very similar clothes to you. I think he's got some similar battle scars to you. I'm pretty sure.
Sir, before you say any more, you don't know my life. I would like to just go to this bar. Don't assume anything. Thank you.
All right, fine, fair enough.
Can't wait to hear my brother sing.
The dwarf just pats you, kind of like the dwarf just kind of gives you a pat and then walks to a different bar. And the guard says,
Thank you, small dwarf man.
Now the guard looks to you two and says, "So is that one with you too?"
Yes,
Yeah.
he is my older brother.
Yes.
Okay, there's
Yeah.
three
Sir.
of you.
He's my
Sir,
brother.
please ignore them.
Yeah.
They don't know
Yeah, no,
what they
he's-
speak.
He
I speak
he
tales
thinks
of a
that he's
different
some
tribe.
sort of he thinks that he's some sort of amazing bard singer,
He is,
and he wants to perform.
as he should.
I mean, he's probably the most harmless creature that you could ever meet.
I would agree.
He's
No,
so stupid,
I mean,
and he
I
just
wouldn't
loves
say
to
that I'm
sing.
harmless. Considering you don't
You
know
just sing
me,
all the time.
I just like to sing.
sing.
I'm a great warrior. Probably the best warrior you've ever known.
A warrior of the vocal cords.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
The guard
Alright.
stands there dumbfounded.
Now, if you could just show us to this elf man,
All right. I
and
think.
then once we have our discussion, then we'll leave your town, and you'll never have to see us again.
Okay then. And he then gestures for you all to
don't
go into the
even
bar.
speak in the similar way as me, guard man.
And now
I
you
wish
all
I wish I could speak as
Enter-
eloquently as my
Bar-
brother.
into the bar.
Rorbag, shut up.
Oh,
Good
I
stuff.
gotta spawn 3 different pictures of these orcs because they're going underneath the map on the bottom screen. Totally prepared, guys. Totally prepared. So, you all 3 make your way into the bar, escorted by one of the
Nice.
guards.
Good stuff.
If you guys want to give me a quick, just a perception roll in general.
Oh.
And I'll have a
Yeah.
look in
That's
one
a
moment.
Oh my god, I can see
shit.
everything.
My brother can see through walls.
See through the wall. Yeah.
Oh, right. So you enter into the bar.
I will claim you as my relative, but not the other.
Okay, yep. Azul, you being the least perceptive in this instance, you head into the bar with the guard. However, Rubag, you stop your brother for a moment, and you guys, you point it out to him, that's why he can see almost as much as you can. There's a lot more guards patrolling the town now. There's a lot more. And you enter into the bar.
I see.
And you see this sort of
Good, it's a safe town.
So, you enter in, you see pretty much just, I don't know what to say to that, sorry. You see the bartender, you see people having dinner and whatnot. But the guard says, right, I I know I saw that an elf matching the description a couple days ago around here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a table, get my dinner since it's about that time. You guys feel free to ask around.
Yep.
And if anything happens, I got my eyes on you.
Okay.
He takes a seat.
Got it. Thank you.
Over here.
You're keeping us safe. You're keeping this entire town safe, sir.
Right. So, you guys are now free to investigate.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to the bartender.
What do I get for my natural 20 there?
You've alerted the fact that you guys have increased the amount of guards in the area. Like, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, the idea was this was supposed to be a stealth mission, and you've now recruited a police officer to your stealth mission, who has alerted the other officers in the area.
Yep.
Officer doesn't know shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the bartender.
Okay, I do hate to do this. I gotta take a quick break just because of the fact that I drank 3 cups of coffee to try and get energy for this, so I just gotta dip out for 1 second. We'll be right back, if that's alright, guys?
Yep.
Alright.
All good.
No problem.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, everyone just mute yourselves. I'll just leave the music going.
La la la.
Alright, be right back.
Brother, you may set up on the left side of the bar. It looks a table you can stand on.
Fine owner of this establishment once he has come back from wherever he has gone.
So, what do you think about our plan?
If I am a secret, if I come in and everybody believes that I am the superstar, which I am, but just not to them, then I can much more easily be acquainted with all the folks and they will trust me. It works better than your plan. What have you even been doing?
We got the guards to help us.
Is that what you call it? Because from what it looks like, they're all fucking surrounding us and alerted to our presence.
Well, I tried to climb a building, and then she tripped me and I fell into.
I didn't trip you. You shoved your face
you
into
guys
some
call
woman's
me
home.
the stupid one, and yet
I would
so
never
far,
call you
the only
stupid,
one
brother.
who hasn't fucked up this mission is me.
But here we are, all in the same.
Yeah.
That seems
Sounds
to be
like
accidental.
different methods. All right. But guess
It
what?
sounds like there's
The guards
some
are now
sort of
helping
destiny.
us.
Are they helping you though? Or are
I'd
they
like
just keeping an
to
eye on
request
you?
a song.
Yes.
Both.
What song is that?
I would love to hear some Old Town Road.
It's a
I
good
don't know if I can do
suggestion.
that in this voice. You want to suggest something else?
Maybe Wonderwall.
Alright, sorry about that.
Wonderwall.
Thank you, brother. I feel inspired.
I don't mean to interrupt.
So-
As you should, because I do have bardic inspiration.
You've used one. Actually, no, we won't count that as you using one. You just saying out the words.
Oh, how many do I have? I didn't know. Sorry.
I'd say like 3. Like, I think that's the normal
I'm not
thing
used to
for.
having spells.
Yeah,
Yeah, Bardic
Okay,
Inspiration
then I
you
will-
usually have 3, and then you give it to someone and they can use a D6 onto a bunch of stuff.
Right. I will admit, also, for anyone watching, I'm going to admit this right now. This was cobbled together very last minute. However, I'm super glad these guys are having fun with it. This is going way better than I thought.
We are a bunch of...
Even if you
Also-
won't sing me Old Town Road by the legend himself, Lil Nas.
Also, we finally had a break in the stream. It lasted for less than a minute, but I really needed it because boy oh boy, I drank so much coffee today because I'm so damn tired. But enough of that. Let's get back to it, to where you guys have now just entered into the tavern. You're looking around. You see that the guard has taken a seat. He's kind of keeping an eye on you as someone has come over to, get a drink order, and if he wants any food, he does his own thing, but he's keeping his eye on you. So, what do you three do?
I want to order food.
I want
Alright.
to talk to the
I
barkeeper.
go to the owner of this fine establishment and ask if I can sing for...
Alright, so you all 3 head to the bar. You don't muscle anybody out of the way because you're being conspicuous. But I'll say we'll go in order with him answering the simplest question, which would be Rubags. I totally have these names memorized. He looks at you and says, like, you play instruments, son?
Yes, and I sing. I'm the greatest singer from my people.
Right. Sure. Go ahead. Feel free to stand by the fireplace and give these people a few tunes if you know any. But
yes, I will go do that.
But
as I go over, I start strumming my lute.
Hold up, boy.
Just getting it tuned up.
Do you just ignore the guy who's trying to?
Yes, I'm too focused on
okay.
Things, more important things.
He's just like concerned now. It's like he was about to say no fancy magic stuff with that lute or anything, but you're just so into it. You're tuning the strings. They're definitely in a tune. It might be out of tune, maybe in tune. You don't know, but you know you like the sound of it when you use it.
Roll for tunage.
So you move over here, and
then I start singing. 'Cause maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me.
I start waving my hand.
And I fell off. You're my wonder. Whoa!
Okay, give me a charisma check with advantage.
I wasn't ready.
Can I get one more?
You got this.
Sir? Oh, that's
you
great.
You have this, brother.
Okay.
Oh,
I've
damn.
inspired everybody.
So you get up there, and a few people just look at you because of the fact, like, oh, it's an orc with a guitar. He's probably gonna smash it or something. You put out a surprisingly good song. Like the singing, it's surprisingly well done. The lyrics, people haven't really heard them before, and they like the sound of it. And that last little flourish you did, kind of like, people start kind of like applauding a little bit. It's like, okay.
Thank
Woo!
you. Thank you. Thank you. I will be here as long as I can be.
As long as you're allowed.
All right.
Until they kick me out.
You what? Fuck it. I'll have one guy. He flips you a gold piece. Is like, keep going, man.
Oh, great.
So now with
I must figure out which other song for me to sing.
Old Town Road.
So now that we'll
He's
have
never gonna come home with us.
lovely orcish songs going on in the background. Wurtzger, the bartender then approaches you saying, like, how can I help you?
Do you have any burritos?
I'm gonna do an intelligence check to see if that even exists in this universe.
Take me home.
The bartender looks at you. It says, "Son, I don't speak Orcish. What is burrito?"
Just give me whatever slop you can find in the back of the kitchen.
Oh, all right. So he does. There is like a little kitchenette. It's down like some steps. He brings you up. It's a hearty stew. He says, "That'll be 2 copper."
I absolutely flip him my 2 copper.
This poor guy.
So I'm gonna roll a quick perception check to see if he notices it, the state of it. He doesn't. It's a busy night at the bar. He scoops the copper up, puts it into his apron, just wipes his hands a bit. He's like, "You want anything to drink, son?"
I'm good, thank you very much.
All right. Ugh. Is that me? And he approaches you now. He's like, "Well, what can I do for you, miss?"
Hi. Do you have anybody staying here who is a red-haired elf man? Specifically, it's got to be a man, can't be a woman.
Yeah, we learned that one the hard way, huh?
Yeah. Brother.
So the bartender's just like, "Oh, I got a specific type. All right. Yeah, we got one staying here. He's he's got one of the rooms here, but unfortunately, I can't really just let you go in. So if you just hang around, I'm sure he'll show up at some point."
You can't go get him, fetch him.
Unfortunately, unless it was an emergency pertaining to him, but I'm sure if you just give him a minute, he'll come out.
I heard that someone punched his mom in the face, and we need to deliver them.
You heard someone punched his mom.
Man.
Yeah, someone punched his mom in the face.
I mean, all right, I'll go. I mean, I know what room he's staying in. I'll go have a look, but Hey, excuse me, guard. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Yeah, what? You might watch the bar for me. I gotta go inform a tenant that there might be an accident with his mother. Yeah, all right. Gets up. You hear the clattering of plate mail coming over to stand behind the bar just as security as he now goes off to knock on the door. Hey, open up in there. The door creaks open a little bit. You don't really hear what's going on, but you hear the bartender's like, yeah, someone's here about your mother, saying she might have been assaulted or something. You don't have... Your mother's dead. Oh, I must be mixed up then. Alright, you gonna be coming out anytime soon? You still have to pay your rent. Like, you've been here for a week now. It's coming, alright. It's coming on layaway, alright. Right, okay, you go ahead and go back in. You see the owner come back up a little bit frazzled. He looks at the guards like, yeah, sorry about that, man. You can go and sit back down. He's like, fuck's sake, the guard just says, and he trudges back to the table. He looks to you, he's like, you a friend of yours or something, the elf boy?
I don't actually know him.
Oh, you don't?
I was just told that there was a red-haired elf man here, and I rushed to come and meet him.
Now,
as you said, I have a specific type. It's not that often that someone meets my very specific type.
That's fair.
Young lady, sing this song, doo-dah.
Charisma check. Charisma check with advantage, because you got the crowd on your side still.
Oh shit, I better get something better than that.
Oh no!
I love song, oh fuck me.
Double three. So, the more drunker patrons, they're still kind of like nodding their heads to it, but you know, some of the other ones, they don't really understand your orcish folk song as you're, you know, you're singing it. A couple of the drunker ones are still clapping offbeat to it, though. But, you know, you still got a couple people interested. So, the bartender leans over to the guy sitting at the end of the table. Excuse me, you mind heading to the other end of the bar? I want to talk to this lady private for a second. Yeah, all right, man. It's all cool. He walks over, sits down. He's like,
Elvis.
Miss, can you...
sing an Elvis song.
Miss, do you mind scooting over just a little bit?
7 Rings by Ariana Grande.
So...
What's going on?
Alright, now look. He paid his rent for the first night. And he keeps telling me he's got rent coming. But I ain't seen shit. So, I saw you were followed in by the guard. I see the other 2 orcs with you. I didn't take a genius to notice that something's up. So, let's say I get someone to distract the guard. You 3 mind giving the elf a little bit of a...
You're not distracting the guard right now?
Well, no,
I should sing louder.
The guard is staring like at all 3 of you as best as he can.
Ladies, sing this song. Doo-dah.
So,
Doo-dah!
Doo-dah!
So,
yeah, bro.
If...
Doo-dah. Sit. Day. This song was in a really racist movie.
It is.
Bay.
Look, I know you like your orcish folk songs, but I'm trying to ask you to do me a favor so I can do you a favor.
Absolutely.
If I let you into that room, give him a little bit of a shakedown, see where his money is.
Shakedown.
Great!
Yep.
Now, just give me a few minutes, and, the bartender orchestrates a couple of people to go over and ask the guard for help with something. This guy gets up, he starts talking to the guard. He slides you the key and says, you saw the door, was that?
Yep.
Great. On your way,
Thank
Okay,
sir.
while they're doing
I will
that,
help you in this.
I go straight up to the guard and I start belly dancing.
Okay. Give me a performance check, which will just link to charisma.
Brother, let us
My
go to
hips
the door.
don't lie and I look at the feeling. Wait, what am I rolling?
It's a charisma. This will be just a straight one since your performance has gone a little lackluster with the orcish folk songs.
It's decent enough.
I mean, you do what you need to do, as you're now completely in this guard's full field of view as this other man's trying to get his attention. The guard is now thoroughly distracted by both of you. Alright.
Yep.
So I assume you two, you get the key.
Shakira.
Yes.
I never really
go.
knew that she would dance like this. She
back.
begs a man what to speak Spanish. Como se llama? Bonita.
Okay.
Shakira.
It's now canon to the Astaria universe that Orcish is also Spanish. It's canon now. So,
Canon.
you two get the keys
Alright.
to the room, and you head inside.
Yep.
And you see the man that was...
Close the door.
Yep. Oh, shit.
Close the door behind me and I'll lock it.
Hi. I assume you...
Hey there.
Shit, you actually found me.
So,
You're the guy who punched my
Yeah.
mom.
What?
calm down, friend.
I didn't punch any
Brother.
orc women.
It's fine. Yeah, no. Give us the fuck back everything you took from us. Otherwise, I'm gonna slaughter you right now.
You both can give
I'll
me...
help too.
You both can give me intimidation checks with advantage. You're two orcs that just
Yes.
bursted up into this dude's room and then locked yourselves in.
Oh god. That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Okay. So got the advantage.
Oh, no.
Advantage.
6 and an 11. I also got
It's
a
okay.
nat one.
It's okay. Not that one.
So collectively, collectively, you guys do intimidate him with a combined roll of 16. You just
Good.
barely intimidate him as he's like, okay. You got a weird style about you, but there's two of you, and I'm fairly certain you both could rip my arms off and shove up my ass, so...
Exactly. That was my plan.
I was
pretty
just gonna
smart.
eat you.
Okay. I mean, you know what? I'm willing to make neither happen, so... If I can level with you just for a minute, I'm kind of in a bit of a bind. Like, I do have... I mean, I've stashed your treasure. But...
Uh-huh.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make an orc man go mad.
There's
Yeah,
a
we have
third
a
one of
third
you?
orc with us.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
with us.
And he will belly dance you to the ground.
Okay, I don't want that either.
More
Okay,
terrifying than you can even imagine.
okay. I'll take you to the treasure. But I should warn you, there's gonna be a couple of guys near it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I kind of got hired to steal from your...
Uh-huh.
I assume you're from the mountain.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Very
So,
perceptive of you. Why the hell else would we be here?
right. I got hired to steal from you. Now, I was supposed to get paid. I didn't. If you want some help, I can take you where these guys are. And I can help you so you don't kill me.
Nah. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna stand here, and my brother is gonna search your entire room. And if he doesn't find anything,
Do I get to eat him?
then I'm gonna hurt you. I'm going to hurt you very badly.
Listen, lady,
All right?
I've been honest. I know where your stuff is, and I got stashed, but it's not stashed here.
Okay.
I'm willing to
So,
take you to it.
first off, we're still gonna search your room.
Okay.
So, brother, go start ripping through all of his stuff. Don't damage the room, though. We befriended the bar guy. So,
I delicately searched the room.
All right. Give me an investigation check.
That's...
Or find a lot of shit.
Oh no, investigation is intelligence. And intelligence is
Yep.
-2. Huh. Alright, it's not awful.
You find, let's see. You don't find anything too crucial. You find this guy's one weapon, which was a whip. That's about it. However, you've deduced that
a jump rope.
Everything here is of no value other than the whip. So anything important isn't here.
Okay, we take the whip.
I take his jump rope.
All right.
Good.
Go ahead and add a whip to your inventory that doesn't exist.
Amazing.
So, what do you do next?
Take us to our stuff, dude.
Okay.
Well, is there a window in the room?
No. Or else he would have tried to jump out of it.
Okay.
On
all right,
tonight, and you know my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right. All the attraction, the attention, don't you see, baby? This is perfection.
Okay, so, you guys stay here for a second. I'm gonna go talk to the barkeeper guy and, try and make sure that it's okay if we leave with him. Do I have any money?
Roll me a d4.
Okay.
I'll say this, you have 3 silver.
3 silver. Ooh. Okay, how much was this room?
Gosh, I mean...
Red-haired.
I think it's like, 3 copper a night.
Okay. All right. I walk out, and I walk up to the guy at the bar that we talked to. Excuse me.
Yes.
How much does this elf man owe you right now?
Oh, he's been here since the beginning of the week. 3 copper a night. Let's call it about 10 copper.
Okay. What's the copper to silver ratio?
Oh, gee. That's a good question, little lady.
Is 2 silver enough for us to take this
10.
guy?
I believe it's 1 to 10. Like 1.
1 copper equals... Or no, 1 silver equals 10 copper.
I believe so.
Okay.
Alright, lucky for you.
Alright.
Yeah,
I'm
2
gonna
silver's
go ahead
fine.
and pay.
So you hand the man 2 silver?
Here's 2 silver. We're gonna take this guy.
Ooh, okay.
And he's gonna, and we're just gonna take him.
Alright.
If you can keep the guard distracted.
I mean, my guy's doing his best, but your guy's,
we're gonna just take him.
If you could make your friend stop doing that in my establishment, that'd be great too.
Okay, yeah.
Great.
Oh, baby,
Okay,
when you talk like that,
Like
you
kick him
make
out
an old
after
man
he
go
leaves.
mad.
Okay.
So be wise.
All right.
Are you gonna let him know?
I
Because
go
he
back
looks like
into
he
the
put up a
room
fight.
and I grab the other 2.
Alright.
What?
The bartender pretty much just says,
What's happening?
are you gonna let him know that he's gonna get kicked out? Because he looks like he put up a fight.
I'll come back in after we get out with our elf man.
Right, okay.
I'll come back and get him.
So you get...
Okay, so I go into the room.
Yep. So you get your brother to take the elf man out. You take him out.
Yeah.
And then you get...
And then I'll go grab our dumbass.
Yes.
Hey, I was doing a job.
You were doing a great job.
The guard hears
brother.
this.
He's not here.
I
the elf
turn
man
around to the
isn't
people,
here.
and I kiss both of my hands and spread them out, and I say, "Thank you, fine people of this establishment, but I must be going now. Thank you for the gold
I'm
piece."
so sorry. All of you, I am so sorry.
Rob,
we're getting him out of here.
Roll me a d6.
D6?
Yes.
What the hell?
Okay. You actually made 2 gold.
Yeah!
Oh shit!
So,
boy.
you start dragging your brother out. The guard gets up and says, "Now wait a minute, did you find your guy?" And then the bartender comes over with his actual plate of dinner and says, "Oh, are you leaving?" The guard just says, like, "I guess not."
Which one of us?
The bartender's helping out with the distraction, as in bringing the man his food finally.
Yes, and we're leaving.
Did did you find your guy
Yeah,
at least?
we sneak out.
No, he wasn't here.
All right, well, sorry about that, but hey, don't do anything funny in this town, all right?
It's all right. We're leaving.
All right.
I don't know. We're tired,
Gotcha.
and we don't really like being in a real town. I kind of want to go home.
All right, so the three of you leave with the guard totally convinced that you didn't find anybody. And then you exit outside with your elven friend.
Yep.
All right, I know a way out of town, so we'll be able to get there quickly. You guys, what do you got, short swords?
Yeah, I have a really big club because I prefer to beat in people's heads and watch their heads explode and the brains come out rather than just cut off their head.
Do I have any weapons or anything?
You do have like I guess a couple of daggers since like the guards at the gate didn't find any like big weapons on you, so you would have like orcish daggers. Mina has a nasty looking club, and
I have a sword and this guy's jump rope.
Yep. Okay, so
Precisely.
Good. You guys are armed. That's good. If I could get like just something to help, or at least defend myself, because there's gonna be a couple of guys at your treasure. Okay.
Not until we get there.
All right.
You'll be safe in my backpack. I stuff him in my backpack so just his head is popping. So he kind of looks like Yoda on my back.
Give me a strength check. This is a full-grown man, not a. He's also trying to show you the way, not like.
Okay.
Like, give me a strength check if you want to try and force this
14.
man. So
Get him in my backpack.
because of the fact I didn't move any of the guards, they don't see this. As you pick the man up and force him into a sack. It's not a backpack. It's like a burlap sack.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're kidnapping the man. He's like, okay. It's just follow my directions. You'll get out of town, and we can get you your shit back. All right, just don't kill me.
We'll see.
All right,
I look
so
at him and I say, "I will sing you to death, little man. Don't piss me off."
all right, so
All
I've
right.
seen him do it. It's majestic.
So, you three make it out of the town to this part of the woods where there are indeed a couple of people that have started to dig up a small, not a small, but a bag of loot that appears to have very similar symbols of your tribe on it. And as you do you stealthily approach? Are you just going in guns blazing? Or
Absolutely stealthily, because I'm gonna sneak attack these guys.
all right, so
I'm going to go straight up to them and start talking to them.
all
All
right.
right.
So you head
I
up
want
there.
to tie our bard friend up, high up in a tree so he can't escape.
No.
Okay.
I have a plan. I promise.
Okay.
I have a plan.
Well, okay.
I go up to them.
While you go up and talk to them, we're gonna tie up our friend here
All right.
in the burlap sack.
Tie him in the bag.
All right. So you get up to them.
Tie the bag to the tree.
I guess one of the notices, or actually, I'll roll a collective perception check for them. Okay, yep, nope, they're all busy looking into this hole where this, they're slowly kind of picking up this very ornate-looking bag.
And I go
Stop.
up to them and I say,
Good.
excuse me, gentlemen. It seems like you're having a fun night.
Boys, looks like we got company.
Yes, well, you see, I just saw you out here and thought that you could use some music while you work.
So while you work.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this bag stolen from Orcish tribe near here? One of the guys looks at the other guy's like, yeah, it is. How funny we run into an orc out here.
Don't know what. I wish I could tell you that I knew what you were talking about, but I'm just a traveling bard and, looking to make a little coin here and there as I sing and figured that you could use some songs as you work.
Alright, music boy, go ahead and play us a song then.
So while you work, do 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 do
Roll me a charisma check.
Hi ho.
Hi ho.
Okay. A couple of guys are nodding their head.
Yeah.
Like the guy next to you is like, you know what? He's actually pretty good for an orc. But
Yes, I have a beautiful singing voice, as many people have said. But I figured I could just keep you company. I don't even know what the fuck you're doing, but you just look like you're working hard. So I figured you deserved a song.
the one of them that's
Alright.
not really going along with it, the cat man is like, does no one else find this odd coincidence? So the other guys,
All right. Are
what are
we
you doing?
sneaking up on them now?
Quick question:
Can I
did you
stand
tie up the other guy?
Oh yeah, he is inside the sack and he is tied up
In a tree.
Is he muffled in
with
any way,
rope
like-
tied over his mouth so he cannot speak.
That's what I was looking for. You bound and gagged him. Great. You can't give away your situation.
Absolutely.
So,
Don't worry.
you two can go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
All right. Stealth. Aha!
In very traditional fashion, the rogue almost disappears into the tree line, whereas the fighter just sort of starts walking up with her club at the ready, being like, oh, it's fucking go time. Now, a quick perception check. I mean, that's a nat 1. Look.
I know.
These guys would be like,
I know.
there's another orc coming our way. She's got a weapon. So, with that, we're gonna go ahead and place Zach. Where do you want your guy to be at? Like a nat 20, you have carte blanche on this area.
So I can be like, all right. I would, if I can, I'd love to be behind them in that tree. So that I
Yep,
can sneak in
you
there.
somehow nimbly with a nat 20, like the predator, jump tree to tree as you're in a tree, just hiding, ready to strike.
While you were
And with that, we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative, as the bard is still singing. So you guys go ahead and roll
my
initiative.
hips don't lie, and I'm looking to
All right.
feel it now. So be it.
Hey.
Find a blank piece of paper. Alright. Robin, go ahead and roll initiative.
Baby, when you talk like that.
Back to the Shakira.
I don't think he's gonna fight. I think he's just gonna sing.
Like the empires of the world.
Alright.
Oh God.
So we got Zach and Marie. I mean, we got the
whole
orcs.
new world.
Let's go ahead and roll.
Dazzling place I never knew. But when you're way down here, digging for random shit.
You know, let's just have the bandits go after you guys, and we'll have Rob go last. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 bandits,
Stuff.
and then at the
Do,
bottom,
do, do, do. Wait, have I noticed anything, by the way, or am I too enveloped with my singing?
you can give me a perception check. Like after I said the let's roll initiative, you didn't do anything. So
Oh,
I'm
sorry,
trying
I was singing. I just
I thought you were playing the
All right.
character.
He's
You're still gonna
super
go last.
focused.
You're still going last. You are so enthralled in your own song that you're feeling like you're just crushing it. All these guys are staring wide-eyed. You think at you. They seem to be readying something, probably not weapons or anything, but you're just so enthralled in the music. You're jamming out. So, up first is gonna be Zach.
Alright, so how does my sneak attack work?
Pretty much I think isn't sneak attack like double damage?
Oh, let's go.
It is.
Alright, so go ahead and roll the hit.
Alright, based off my strength, it would be a +3 to hit, question mark?
Yes.
Cool. That's a 20.
Yeah. Which one are you going for?
Absolutely the cat person. 'cause
All
he's
right.
right there.
Alright, so you leap from the tree. Go ahead and roll damage.
What will I be rolling?
Shit, that's right. Let me just quickly look up what a dagger is.
I have a sword.
Oh yeah, swords.
Yeah.
Okay, so a sword I think is like what, 1d6, 1d8? We'll say a short sword for you is gonna be 1d8.
Alright.
So we're rolling,
D8.
and then we're multiplying it by
double
2.
damage. That's 6 damage.
Alright, so bandit 1. So you, with your sword, you bring it down. You hit this guy, like, in the neck and shoulder. And it's a horrible sight as this guy just goes like, ah, ah. As, let's see, what's that?
Oh shit!
Nice. Well done, brother.
He falls to his
Oh
knees.
my god! There are people. Random people are attacking you. Let me sing you a song to encourage you.
So, that is Zach's, that is, fucking...
Man, we must be swift as a coursing river.
Do I get a bonus action of a 2-weapon fighting that I can use the other guy's whip?
The force of
We'll
a
say
great
that, yeah. With your sneak
typhoon.
attack, you get an extra action.
Aye.
Um,
Should I say a
All
D6
the
for this
strength
guy's
of
whip?
a raging
Yeah, but you need to roll to hit the
fire.
other guy.
I do have to roll to hit. Alright.
Grievous as the dark side of
14 to hit.
the moon.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Now go ahead and roll.
Me.
We'll roll 1d4 with the whip.
Ah, okay. That's 2.
Yep. Okay. So,
Have I killed this cat person yet?
oh, you're attacking the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you then bring the whip onto the cat man as you just like lash it across his back a few times, and he looks horribly injured, but he's like just on the ground, prone, be like, ah, we're under attack.
Bad kitty.
All right. Next up, it's gonna be Azul. Go ahead, Marie.
all right. So, I'm gonna go over and attack this. How do I do the whatever? Short, brown hair, blue shirt guy.
Yep.
And I'm gonna swing my club at him.
All right. Go ahead and roll the hit.
And my strength would be,
It's
if it's
magic.
+3, then it's +3 to hit, right?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Never believe it's
God
not
damn it.
so.
Because of the fact they saw you coming
Wow.
a mile away, you bring the club up and you swing at him. And he just like kind of like. I'll say this, because of the fact he's so close to his buddy, he will trip over his friend a little bit. Like, oh, jeez, oh, what's going on? As
Oh my god.
they're now all kind of like
Fucking
jumbled up.
greaser.
Well, he had the
Tell
Italian
me
accent
more,
going
tell me.
before. He still got it. So you miss,
He's lightning.
and now he's
Go, go, go.
Go grease light in
up
your
next. It's the
brain.
bandits. The cat,
Go.
because he's just gonna go ahead and try and like kick at the orc that just hit him.
Bring it on.
8 This cat.
It's gonna hit a little bit.
Oh yeah, the cat. I mean, it's only gonna do a D4 of damage because he's just kicking you.
Yeah.
So
Can I
Oh,
do something
God.
really quickly?
I mean, it's not really your turn, but what do you want to try and do?
Okay, then never mind. Then never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. It's not really a turn.
I got you. Sorry, Rob.
But
What is my armor?
What?
Your armor class.
I was mine as well.
Oh, you guys
I
all
know
have
that-
like
Obviously.
How did I not write down armor class? All right, let me just. I have it. Let me just look it up real quick.
Well, as he's kicking that guy, I say, "Yes, Catman. Yes." Trying to convince them again and again that I'm on their side.
Brother.
I wink at my brother.
You're not that smart, so you just blink at him.
He blinked at me.
Okay, where's there?
Actually, my intelligence is a 10. Thank you very much.
That's
I don't
fair.
know what theirs is, but
AC is
What is
13.
mine?
Alright, cool.
All right, so
Oh damn, my intelligence is 7.
yeah,
Yep.
you tell me I'm dumb. Jeez.
I mean, I was staying in character that whole time then.
Alright, so the cat kicks you for, 3 damage. Like, you kind of shrug it off. He almost got you in the critical point, but he just barely missed.
Ooh. My copper.
You spent that.
Oh no, I have no copper to protect me.
Alright, let me just pull up the bandits again, because... Alright. Now, the one good thing about all these bandits is they don't have weapons. They weren't told to,
oh, hell yeah.
They weren't told to prep for 3 orcs. They were just told that, hey, here's the stuff, it's stashed there. So, the bandit that you swung at, Azul, is now gonna go ahead and throw a punch. He was like, oh, you think you're so tough, huh?
Please tell me the same.
Oh my god! He's gonna land a fucking haymaker.
Dang it, Tony.
So,
dick.
Rocky Balboa comes swinging at you as he just lands a full-on punch to the face. It doesn't do much damage because you're a strong orc. He's a weak human, but he's got some fight in him.
Does it throw me into rage?
Actually, I'd say if that's the mechanic for orcs, then yeah, you would be immediately in rage.
Sweet.
Ooh,
alright.
I can be in range because I got hit.
I have rage as one of my characteristics.
Oh no, you all have rage. Like your orc barbarian, you're all a bunch of orcs, so you all have rage. So I guess Zach would also be in rage.
Hell yeah.
So next up is gonna be this elf guy who doesn't see Urbag as an actual threat. He is going to instead go ahead and throw a punch at you, Uthgar.
How dare you?
And
that's what I thought.
He's also another wood elf. Or no, he's oh wait, no, he's the wood elf. The other guy was a high elf. Anyways, this elf of undetermined origin throws a punch, but it just kind of
Can't tell the difference.
It doesn't really have any force or impact behind it. You just take it, shrug it off, and then you stare at him. And now the last bandit.
I stare at him and I lick my lips because I'm.
He's gonna go.
Wow.
This last bandit is gonna go ahead and try and attack the guy singing because he just thinks 2 orcs just showed up after 2 orcs just showed up after a third orc.
Whoa. He wasn't even the one who was suspicious of me. It was the cat.
You're a fucking orc, and we're orcs, and they stole from orcs.
Brother, I will avenge you.
He's gonna 1d4. Okay, this guy sends you into a rage as he kicks you in the nuts.
Me in the nuts?
Yeah.
You have to sing in falsetto
Yeah.
most of the time.
Also, guys.
I can show you the world. Holy shit.
All right, Rob, it is now your turn.
My voice got really high there. All right, little man, you've pissed me off. And I turn around, I pull out both of my daggers.
All right.
I look straight at this motherfucker, and I go, "You better protect your eyes, bitch, because these are going right in them."
All right, roll me attack.
They are
15 hits. Go ahead, roll damage.
Rage does +2 to your damage.
I'm raging, by the way.
Oh yeah, you're all 3 now in rage.
1d4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get 1d4 plus 2 twice.
Yep.
Oops. Hey, that's great. A little bit. Alright, I had 7 damage as I stab at his eyes.
Yeah, you immediately, one knife goes right into his face. The other one goes into his shoulder just because the fact in your fit of rage, precision is not your best thing. But you get him and he's like, ah! Ah! But he's like clinging on to life.
Yeah.
As he's now got you
Piss me off, little man.
You're both now in a kind of a grapple tussle thing. Now then, back to the top of the round.
I got daggers in his eyes and his shoulder. I don't know how much he's grappling with me, but
well, it's kind of like you got 2 knives into him and his arms kind of grab onto you to try and push or something. So it's like he's just try and get you off of him.
And then, wait, as my bonus action, I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration on my brother.
All right.
Thank you, brother.
You now
I can show you the world, brother.
Show me the world. All right. I'm going to use my whip to attack Catman.
All right.
And I'm going to add a Bardic Inspiration. Wait, does that hit?
Yes, it does.
And I'm not going to use my Bardic Inspiration yet. All right. So
And you get +2 damage.
I do get +2 damage.
I wouldn't use it yet.
Yeah, I won't yet. Don't worry. All right, so that's 5 damage to that guy.
So you bring the whip up, and I don't think the question has ever been answered. How do you kill a man with a whip? Would you like to explain, Zach?
I wrap it around him and decapitate him.
All right, you
Nice.
you put the proverbial collar on this cat, choke him out so hard that his head does indeed fall off from the area you hit him with the sword.
Amazing.
I'm so proud of my brothers.
And then,
Yes, brother, yes.
so then I turn to the other guy.
Yep.
My lips one more time.
It's like your calling card.
I don't think a 7's gonna hit, so I am gonna use my Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to hit this guy. Ha! So that makes it a 12.
All right,
That's
that
a
hits. So initially,
Alright.
in your rage, like a bull, you started charging at him, and this guy initially did sidestep out of the way, but then you put out the arm.
But I make a U-turn.
No, you stiff-armed this motherfucker. Like, you put the arm out, you catch him, and you just drive him to the ground. Let's go ahead and
bury my sword into his chest. For damage.
All right, 4 damage. So you do get the sword into him, and he's like, and he's still alive, but you two are now both on the ground, and you have him like pinned with a sword in him.
So I'm on top of him.
Pretty much. Next up, it's your turn, Azul.
All right. Gonna swing my club again at the same guy.
All right. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that hits. That very much hits. Go ahead and roll your damage +2.
And what is it? A 1d8 or
I think club is 1d8.
a 1d6?
Let's go with 1d8.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
Oh yeah, you like fucking the Italian stallion over there was like getting pretty cocky. Then you just bring the club up with an uppercut and just fucking ruin his chin. So, is that how you go? And now he officially does trip over his friend and is knocked prone.
Good stuff.
All right. Now, do you want to use your extra attack since you guys do have you've been using the extra attacks?
Wait, what?
Your offhanded attack.
Yeah.
Oh, do I have another weapon?
I mean, the idea is that oh wait, no, actually, no, you don't. My bad. I feel like a dick now. Sorry about that.
I'm sad. I'm sad. It's okay though.
All right. So let's see.
Doesn't need it.
First bandit dead. Second bandit knocked to the ground by a spiked club. Third bandit is currently pinned to the ground with a sword in him, and the third. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this guy's gonna go ahead and get up. He's gonna come back at you, and he's gonna go ahead and roll an attack.
All right.
Misses again, or this time he misses as you you juke out of the way. He's like, "You're not getting me that easy." So the next bandit is gonna go ahead and try and get Wutgar off of him with a strength check. Oh
shit!
Dang it!
Wutgar, this frail elven man who once a second ago didn't really do even a single damage to you when he punched you, just hucks you off of him, and with the sword still kind of poking out of him, gets to his feet and just slowly backing away. next up is going to be the bandit that Rob is on. He's going to go ahead and try and throw him off, too.
Yes, brother. Go sicko mode.
Okay, Rob, your guy does not manage to get off.
Of course not. I've got a knife in his fucking eye.
All right. So, Rob, it's now your turn again. Go ahead and take it away.
I get advantage.
I'd say yes, since you haven't grappled. Like, yeah, you get advantage since you're the one who really hasn't grappled.
You.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, do your. Go ahead and roll damage. So, with the odd placement of the knives,
there we go.
Yank the one.
Remember, I had 2 attacks.
That's true. You yank the one out of his arm, and then shove it into his temple. You yank the one out of his eye and shove it into his other temple, and then you pull them both out as he falls to the ground dead.
He has gone sicko mode.
What was that, Rob?
And I sing a tune. I'm sorry that you had to betray me, you stupid bug.
That's
made this here with all the eyes on.
All right.
He has no eyes or temples.
All right, back to the top of the round. Zach, you're up.
I gotta go chase that guy down.
He's not that far.
I run up to him. First attack. Absolutely gonna hit.
Shit.
See if I can waste him with. Well, let's see. How much damage should I do? I did 4 damage to him last. Yeah, I'll use my sword. That's fine.
He was able to somehow get the sword out of him, started walking away, and you pick the sword up. You bring it up with one arm. Go ahead and roll damage.
And do 8 damage.
Yep.
Cool.
And with that, as you swing the sword through him, you literally see his stomach open, and the contents fall out as he then falls over dead.
I grab a handful, shove it in my mouth.
Yep.
And run over to Tony here. See if I can get him with the whip.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yep. Go ahead and roll damage on whip.
That's 6 damage.
Oh my god.
He's gotta be dead.
Yeah. You managed to, in one foul swoop, kill both of these men. You then, like, as your sister was distracting him, you got the whip around his neck too and started choking him out.
I then take my hand, crush his skull, and eat his.
Well, it looks like, you know what, everybody? It looks like meat is back on the menu.
Brother, it looks like it is I who has to go.
Yes. Yeah, you definitely have, brother.
Well, you guys done it. You have slain the bandits. This is where the victory music would play, as 3 orcs are now standing covered in blood, eating people.
What about the guy that we captured?
Let's leave him in the tree. Let's leave him in the tree.
No. I turn to where he is, and I throw both my daggers at it.
Wow.
You know what? Sure. Let's coup de grace this. You throw your daggers.
I mean,
they whip through the air.
We are orcs.
I was gonna say, I'd probably bet that you two would hold the bag in the tree while she just, like, took her club to it like a piñata and just beat the shit out of it.
Oh, yeah! No,
I could
let's
do that. I'm just gonna throw one so that he's bleeding.
Let's do that.
Oh, yeah.
And in a lot of pain, and then I swing him down and I say, haha, red-haired man.
It's kind of like a...
I lay on the ground trying to catch the drop of blood on his tongue.
It's pretty much... Zach's character holds him up and lays on the ground. Rob's guy throws his daggers constantly, and then Marie's character comes up and just piñatas him. And you also reclaim your chieftain's gold as you pick it up out of the hole. 500 gold. You can bring that back to the tribe, and you'll be celebrated as heroes. And with that, everybody, ends the adventure of the orcs.
Well done, brothers. Well done.
Oh,
yay,
man.
Family.
That was fun.
All right.
Yeah, family.
That's what we're all about here, family. So, for everyone tuning in, thank you for watching this rather interesting one-shot here at the Game House and on the Cast Iron YouTube page. We finally got a one-shot in one stream without having to do a second part. I feel like this one was pretty fun. Guys, thank you so much for playing this one. This was pretty nuts.
It was great.
Great.
Yeah.
Time.
All right. Well, thank you all for tuning in.
Shakira.
Fucking singing. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you. Hopefully, we see you guys next week when the normal crew comes back for their adventures. See what happens next. And until then, we'll see you around the house.